The Netflix original show Jupiter's Legacy has kept us all going through the global health situation, giving fans a way to escape to a surreal superhero universe. The first season was hugely popular and got amazing reviews from critics and fans alike, and fans can't wait for a second season. The last episode of season 1 ended on a huge cliffhanger, and fans are desperate for more. So if you want to hear more about all the details from season 2 that we know so far, we're about to dive in. Before we begin today's video, make sure you take a moment to leave a like below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and make sure you turn on notifications so you get access to our brand new content straight away. Jupiter's Legacy aired less than a month ago, and fans are already hooked and wanting more. In typical Netflix fashion, they released the whole series in one go on the 7th of May and split it into 8 episodes. Unusually, the episodes have different lengths, varying from just over half an hour to almost a full hour. The show is currently doing incredibly well on the giant streaming platform, holding steady at the second place spot in both the US and UK. Production for the first season began in 2019 and took 2 years to be ready for airing, so fans might be worried that they will have to wait another 2 years for the next installment. However, production for the first season was heavily delayed by the global health situation, and restrictions in place meant that the filming took a lot longer than it normally would. Not only did the situation delay filming and production, but a creative conflict between 2 lead creators of the show got in the way. Original creator of the show and showrunner Stephen S. DeKnight felt as though he had to back out due to clashes in creative ideas with other team members, and instead Sang-Kyu Kim took his place. Thankfully, due to restrictions lifting across the world, we can guess that it won't take a full 2 years for the second installment to be finished. However, there is due to be a lot of post-production on the show due to the massive amount of CGI, and that could take a very long time. Filming has not begun yet, but if it starts soon, excited fans could hope to see the second season by the end of next year. Millar World is the name of the universe where Jupiter's Legacy is set, as creator Mark Millar has written a bunch of other comics and stories that all tie in an extended universe, Marvel style. He does a couple of other shows in production that are still underway, so getting those finished off might take precedence over the beginning of a new season of Jupiter's Legacy. The Magic Order and American Jesus are just 2 of the shows that are in production at the moment, and there are more adaptations being talked of that might be coming to us fairly soon. But what could the second season be about? Fans are expecting the brand new season to begin right where the first one left off. Fans are still left uncertain as to where Skyfox is, and we don't know at what point during the story where his whereabouts will be revealed. And obviously, poor Sheldon still has no idea that Walter was behind the whole devious scheme, although some characters have realized that something is amiss with him. Chloe, after seeing Walter's actions, might change her allegiance. Fans will simply have to wait and see. Obviously, the first season is based off of the comic series Jupiter's Legacy, but despite this, the first season hasn't stuck to the comic storyline regionally. There are a lot of differences. And while the basic structure is followed, there are enough deviations that fans won't know exactly what to expect in the future. However, the comics themselves haven't finished their story arc. Comic book creator Mark Millar still has not released the last part of the comics. There are 12 more issues due to come out before the story is finished. Maybe the next part of the comics will give show creators inspiration for the second season of the show, but which characters will we see returning in Jupiter's Legacy Season 2? It is a fairly safe bet to suggest that most of the characters from the first season will come back, as the show has been so incredibly popular. The 2 famous figures at the head of the Union, Utopian and Lady Liberty, are played by Josh Duhamel and Leslie Bibb, respectively. You can't imagine the popular TV show without this pair, so even though the 2 stars haven't been officially confirmed yet, we are sure that they will be back to reprise their roles. The dubious character Walter had a huge part in the twist ending, so he is sure to make a return. Actor Ben Daniels, who shot to fame last year on The Crown, will most likely be back to play the telekinetic mastermind Brainwave. What are his motivations going to be in the second season? Are the other characters going to see through his deception? Fans are pretty sure that Skyfox and Flair are going to be making a comeback in season 2. All of the original generation of superheroes are probably going to be keeping their roles before passing the torch to the younger second generation of crime fighters. Chloe and Brandon, the children of the Sampsons, will return, respectively played by Elena Kampouris and Andrew Horton. Chloe's boyfriend Hutch will be back too, played by Ian Quinlan, and Petra, Flair's daughter, is also sure to return to the show, played by Tenica Davis. There's one character that is unlikely to make a return to the hit superhero series. Raiko was murdered by Brainwave in the final episode, shocking fans with the revelation that he was actually the big bad guy all along. The fact that Brainwave was able to kill his own daughter really showed how ruthless he really is, and it can only be a matter of time before the other characters find out exactly what he has done. It is not completely out of the realm of possibility, though, that Anna Akana will make an appearance in the second season. While it is unlikely that her character can come back from the dead, although weirder things have happened in superhero movies, let's be honest about that, it would make more sense for her to be present in some sort of flashback sequence. This might be to recap the events of the final episode of the first season to refresh everyone's memories, or it might be to flesh out other characters' feelings with how they're dealing with the loss of an ally. There's a lot of material in the comics that the second season can draw from for inspiration and plot points, and if the showrunners feel like taking it in a different direction, there are a lot of character arcs left unfinished from the first season still to to explore. Writers could show more flashbacks into Skyfox's history and explain in more depth how and why he turned to committing criminal acts, filling in the gaps between his origin story and where he is at the moment. Fans love a juicy story arc of a character descending into crime, and Skyfox's story is full of it. The fact that Brainwave committed the ultimate crime against his own flesh and blood is going to have serious consequences too. He's only just been outed to the audience as being the mastermind of the plot, so there is a lot of character development for him as the bad guy that is left to explore. How are the other characters going to come to terms with what's happened? How long is it going to take for them to realize the full extent of his betrayal? And what is Brainwave going to plan next? Now his true motivations have been revealed to the audience. We are probably going to be able to see a lot of his plans unfold firsthand. A complex thing about Walter's character is that he isn't evil in a stereotypical kind of way. He truly believes he's helping to make the world a better place. He doesn't believe that his younger brothers and the rest of the members of the Union are doing enough to use their powers to their full capabilities, and in his warped mind, he is changing all of that. So there is a lot of potential for this character to grow and go in different directions in terms of plot. Is Walter going to bring about a new way of superheroes to do things? How are his choices going to affect the lives of his fellow Union members? Will he face consequences for the murder of his daughter? Fans desperate for more answers may turn to the comic books for hints on the future plot. There is a wealth of information to choose from. As always, remember to leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button down below to make sure that you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for your support of the channel. And remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss a single one of our brand new videos whenever they upload. See you soon!